are new here, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Big Jano. I'm an engineer by day, but by night, I like the game, I like to 3D print and create awesomeness here on Twitch a few nights a week. Frozone. Is that my nickname now, the Frozone? Come for the model building, stay for the ASMR. Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And it works this time. Let's go. The transition finally worked. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Great to see everybody here. I'm clapping because I'm excited. It's Tuesday. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome in. I'm so happy that transition finally worked. I don't think I fixed it either. I think I might have fixed it because I was doing some stuff with my stream deck over the weekend. Anyway, chat, welcome on in to the Tuesday stream. For those that are new here, let me introduce myself very quickly. My name is Big Jano. I'm an engineer by day, but by night, I like the game, I like to 3D print and create awesomeness here on Twitch a few nights a week. How is everybody doing today? Let me turn my light down just a touch. Sorry for shaking my entire camera space. But welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you guys are all here. Thank you so much for hanging out on a Tuesday night. We got a condensed stream week this week because we will not be here Thursday for obvious reasons for the Thanksgiving holiday on Thursday for us here in the States. So I'll be heading out of town tomorrow night. So I will not be here Thursday. So this is our only stream for the week. So today we're going to be acting like today is Thursday instead of Tuesday. So we're going to be working on hopefully finalizing the gingerbread house model a little bit today. We're going to work on finalizing some stuff. I did do a little bit more work on it over the weekend. I got a couple more things done with it. And we'll work on that. Try to kind of finalize things. We might be working on a little bit more on next Tuesday. There's November still. We're technically still in November next week, so it's still no benchy November until next Tuesday. So my plan is to kind of finalize things today and maybe Tuesday. I am waiting on some stuff before I can get started. I just got the filament order today from Polymaker. That's right behind me here. Some of the filament we're going to be using. This is I got 2 rolls of the good old Army Brown Polyterra, which is going to be our gingerbread base. And then we also got a couple other fun rolls here. We got some silk green. This is the Polylite Silk Green. I saw this is one of their newer silk colors, and I figured this would be nice to try out with some other holiday prints and or decorations if we want to make some decorations for the gingerbread house. And last but certainly not least, we got this is the Polyterra Marble White. That's going to be used especially for the front two columns, those two tall pillars in the front. But we'll probably use this for other stuff as well. Let me put this back over here. But I'm also waiting on a couple other things. So over the weekend, I had a chance to, as you can see, I have a plethora of these awesome Christmas trees that we printed out. This is the simple Christmas tree from Bugman 140. This link is on printables. Let me try to find the link real quick. I'll post it in chat again for anyone that's just kind of getting caught up to all of my Twitter posts and stuff like that. So give me 1 second. Hold the line. There we go. That is the link in chat if you guys want to take a look at it, print yourself. So what I've been doing this last week, I have taken this file and I saw that I had a bunch of empty spools. They're on my dead still because I had them counted. And I wanted to take up the leftover spools that I had, like little bits of filament left. Like a quarter of a spool, a third of a spool, less than that. And basically make these really nice looking multi-color swap Christmas trees. Now this one, this is probably my favorite one out of the four I made. The first bottom half here is the remainder of the Golden Winter Glitter printed solid PLA. I've had this for a little while. It still prints really nice. The middle was the leftover remains of the Atomic Silver Metallic PLA that I bought at Murph. I didn't realize I only had that much left. This has infill in it, by the way, too. This isn't a vase mode print. So there is a little bit of weight to this, which I don't mind because it's a good paperweight and actually it does stand pretty well. And then the top half here is some blood red glitter printed solid. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. You can kind of see the metallic there. But yeah, this was the one tree I printed. Came out really nice. I posted this on Twitter, on Mastodon, which I guess I'm on now. Trying to figure that out still, but if anyone's on Mastodon, definitely try to find me there. I made an account just to make an account more or less, in case Twitter exploded the other day, but I'm still going to try use Twitter for the most part unless something crazy happens with it. But anyway, we did do a couple others. I'll go this one next because this is the continuation of the blood red glitter PLA from Printed Solid. I used up the rest of that because I had a good amount on that spool left. So we had this, and then we went up to, I'd used some of this I believe is the Xyltech lime green PLA that I had, which I'm actually kind of surprised this part printed pretty well. We'll get into why in a minute. But this filament's 2 years old, this green section. But another nice Christmas themed tree. I'll put you back because I gotta stretch my arms all the way back. We did do another one. Oop, my nameplate fell off. Give me 1 second. This nameplate's getting pretty thrown around. I might need to make a new one soon. Next one I did, I had a little bit of this lime green, and I actually had more of this lime green at a point in time, but I had a knot in my filament, in my spool, so I decided to just cut it off at a point, swap in some of the dark green FLSun PLA that I had, the dark green. This was the filament that I used on the lithophane boxes for my sister's wedding, along with some of the those little wedding ring pieces that you saw, like as table pieces. And then the top is the remainder of the silk gold PLA from Hatchbox that I've had. This was one of the very first filaments I've ever bought for my 3D printer when I got my Anycubic over 2 years ago. So this filament's been around. This is one of the OG filaments that I had, and it printed really well still. For 2.5 years old, this filament gave me no issues when I swapped it out. Nothing issue with that. But I'm gonna put you back here. I'm just gonna kind of put these over here because they're blocking the nameplate a little bit. trying not to have them block the nameplate, but that one's probably fine. And then this one, this was probably my most color changing one, was the little bit leftover of the Hatchbox Gold Silk PLA, this little bottom layer here, a couple layers in. Then I swapped in, I'll go from the top up. This is the leftover slate marble gray from Polyterra, or Polymaker. That bluish gray marble color. And then on top of that, we have our remainder of our Wizard's Voodoo PLA, which is like a dark blue with a little bit of purple metallic in there. Really nice color. Another one of the OG filaments that I bought a long, long time ago. Still printed very, very well. Then we had some of the leftover Polymaker Silk Gold. So this is a completely different Silk Gold color. And you can kind of see this one's a little bit more... Actually, this one's a little less vibrant, a little less highlighter-like. This one over here is a little brighter, the Polymaker one. Both pretty good. They both printed pretty nice. And then the top layer here, it's hard to see because of the lighting. But this is the Poly Alchemy Potion Purple Elixir for the top, the Silk Purple. I still have a little bit more on the spool left. Just a little bit more. And this one came out pretty nice too. This one's not as Christmas themed, but still a very nice tree. So you're probably wondering, okay, well, there we go, I guess. I'll put that right there so you guys can see my name tag a little bit. So after those four, I went to print another one. My sister requested a print. She wanted that lime green color in the back, right there. She wanted a solid colored lime green one of those. And I'm like, no problem. I have that filament. I'll use it up. I had 2 attempts, and you can see one's right in the garbage over there. The downsides of using 2+ year old filament. I tried 2 different prints, and they both clogged my hot end each time at different heights. So the filament got really brittle, and then I ended up cleaning out a filament jam yesterday. I cleaned out a filament jam yesterday. I had filament stuck in the actual Bowden tube, in the cap tube on the Delta. That took me like an hour to get all that filament out. It was getting stuck in the gears. It was getting stuck in the hot end. That was a whole mess. And then because of the clog, I actually had to snip away some of the cap tubes because it got chewed up from the coupler because of all the filament getting jammed in there. I had to cut that little piece off at the end, so I went to go reassemble it and start a new print to test it out again. And I cut the Bowden tube too short. And now when it gets all the way down to start the print, it stretches out the Bowden tube too much and it pulls on the extruder gear. So now I have to wait for a replacement cap tube. I ordered a couple spare cap tubes yesterday. Those should be coming in either by the weekend or early next week. So I have to swap the cap tube in the Delta printer right now. So that's why I don't have that up and running. And then the Anycubic printer is also not up and running because I was trying to get another print on that up and running yesterday, just making sure everything was still good with it. And I'm still having issues with the thermistor. The thermistor's still not reading correctly. It's fluctuating my hot end temperature all over the place. It didn't even get past the XYZ leveling, the homing, before it tripped up because it heats up when it's still. It heats up when it's still. But then when it goes to move, I think it's so fragile that if it moves at all, it's like comes out of place or it just isn't. It might be loose or starting to go bad. But it just starts fluctuating the temperatures like crazy, and it just tripped up. It keeps tripping the temperature sensors in there. So I don't have a spare thermistor to replace it with. All the other ones I had from old hot ends either broke or I threw away because they were not safe. So I have to order another one of those soon because next week I want to start printing all these parts, and some of these parts that we're going to be printing on the gingerbread house require the bigger of the 2 printers because they're a little bit bigger. So that's been an issue, and the thermistor has been just a pain in the butt the last few weeks. I don't know why. I know when I took the heater cartridge from the thermistor out of my old hot end, because it's the same one for my old one. The thermistor is kind of like crimped into the heater block, so it makes it a lot harder to actually pull out. And I'm wondering if I might have slightly torn something when I did that, and it's just not. It doesn't come out easily, so I need to figure out how I can get that out. Because if I buy a new thermistor, I'm gonna have to pretty much buy a new hot end, a stock hot end from Anycubic, where. Oops, 1 second. There we go. I'm gonna have to buy a couple stock hot ends from Anycubic so I can use the heater cartridge and the thermistor, because I want to try to use the same stock one. I could find an E3D thermistor and hot end, but I didn't have to change the firmware of my printer. I don't know if I want to do that quite now. It's $10 for a hot end, which I'm like, that's not too bad, but it's like $20 just to ship it, which is ridiculous. So, but I do need that printer up and running soon. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet, unfortunately, I think, but yeah, it's gonna suck, because I pretty much have to swap the thermistor out. I need to also check to make sure the wiring's all good. I think the wiring's fine. I haven't had any issues with the wiring, but something could have came loose, and might have caused that to be give me issues as well. I don't believe it's anything firmware related, because the hot end thermistor, I'm sorry, the heat bed, the heated bed thermistor and all that still heats up correctly. Nothing's wrong with that. Everything heats up on that end fine. It's just the hot end. It will heat up, but then when it starts moving around is where it starts to fluctuate really badly. So I think it's just a loose connector somewhere, or a loose thermistor, or if it's going bad. Regardless, I got to replace that. And if I have to print the smaller parts out first before I get to the bigger parts, then I might have to do that. But I'm hoping I don't have to scale down the whole entire model to fit on my Delta printer, but that's our worst case scenario, I think. But yeah, I ordered some new cap tubes. I also ordered a couple other rolls of filament on Amazon. I bought some more Hatchbox filament. I bought some more Silk Gold that I just showed you guys, and some Silk Bronze for some other holiday prints I have family requests and stuff for. So, because I might make a few more of those trees, I'm gonna probably give them away. A few of them. Maybe I'll give away a few here if we get a hype train or something, like from now till the end of the year. Maybe I'll give one of those little trees away, or something like that. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. But yeah, so tonight, our plan. I don't plan on printing anything tonight, unfortunately, which might work out a little bit better. This is supposed to be our kind of like our last stream before our Thanksgiving holiday stream. So it's going to be a laid-back stream tonight. We're going to continue working on our gingerbread house. I'm going to show you guys what I got done over the weekend. We'll get into that for a little bit, and then we're going to community marble race. Also, in a little bit, I would say before we get into marble racing tonight, I do have a new segment here on the channel that I want to showcase to you all, because I think it's going to be funny and awesome, and I think I teased it to a few of you. Dudes, coming in with 5 Tier 1 gifted subs to the community. Thank you so much, my friend. Seriously, thank you. I greatly appreciate that. And can we get a big shout out to Deuce Falchion? He's an amazing maker in our community. He also streams from time to time when he has some time. He does some painting, does some laser stuff. Definitely go check him out. Give him a follow. But seriously, dude, thank you so much. Hype Train just reacted. Dude, I don't think I was saying that maybe I'll give away one of these like trees, because I was saying that some of these I'm probably gonna give away a few of these to family members for the holidays. And I was saying maybe if we like hit a hype train from like now to the end of the year, maybe I'll give one of these away or something like that. So I was just suggesting that, but well, thank you, good sir. Thank you so much. And like I said, before we get into marble racing, we're gonna try something new tonight. Another new little segment of our stream here that kind of relates to marble races. I know I've teased it to a few of you, and I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be in a little bit. Hey, Buddha 3D, welcome on in. And yes, oh, absolutely. If you guys get a gifted sub from anyone here in the community and they're in chat present, make sure you thank them. It's always a kind gesture. Thank you so much, dudes, and thank you for hanging out tonight. So let me, real quick, get my gingerbread house up and running here. I have it up. I just have to put it on the right screen, because I always forget to do that right before stream. Oh shoot, I forgot to put that roof back. Anyway, that is so weird. Okay, that's weird. I did a Stream Deck update, and now all my buttons don't look right. They all work, but they don't look right. So this is our house so far. So last week, we basically got the roof kind of fixed in spots. We got this balcony made. I added the windows in the front here. Now, over the weekend, I got this giant, large curved window made. You can see the sketch kind of still sitting there. I gotta take that sketch out. I added a window up here in the tower. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not. It depends. I had an idea for this, but I don't know if I might just do this afterwards with the 3D pen. And I also fixed up the roof. I actually fixed the roof to the point where I separated this, made it its own body. Now it's separated from the bottom here, and it's also separated from the tower. And there's a little bit of gap there, so it's now not stuck to it. So I did some tweaking to the model, and now everything should be kind of in place. I also added some holes in here so I can get some lighting inside of here. So tonight, I think I'm going to add some more windows, maybe to the side. I might add a chimney. I just took that off for a second. I might add a chimney to the side here. I'm not sure yet, but... random question I had for you. What bed service do you have on your Anycubic Mega X? A friend of mine's looking for a source for a PEI for his. So I'm still using the glass bed on it. I have the camera on the printer, I think, at the moment. It's not doing anything, but it's pointing at the light. It's at the point at the hot end, but let me... So I'm still using the perforated coated glass bed. In the 2.5 years I've had the machine, I've actually had 0 issues with the bed adhesion on this. I do wipe it down with a microfiber towel every so often. In terms of PEI sheets, Alti-Stick has a PEI coated sheet that's large enough for this machine. I don't know if it's the exact dimensions of this build plate, because this build plate's like it's technically 300 by 300, but the actual size of the plate is like 320 by 310. Wham Bam does have a plate that may fit that. It says on their website it may fit the Anycubic Mega X, but it's not guaranteed, but it's a 320 by 310. I have a Wham Bam PEX flex plate on the Delta printer. I am in love with it. I cannot get enough of it. It's been an absolute godsend. Everything sticks to it no matter what. You do have to wipe it down with IPA every so often. They give you a little piece of steel wool. You can kind of rough up the surface a little bit when you first install it. But adhesion really hasn't been a problem on it since I got it. The glass coating on my other printer, the Delta printer, was a lot worse than this one. But I'd say Wham Bam and Alti-Stick are two that I know that make a PEI flex plate that's big enough. But other than that, I don't know any other brands. If anyone else that in chat knows, feel free to comment below. But yeah, it's one of those weird dimensions. I know for a fact, because I know other people were asking about it too in the like the Facebook groups. I know a lot of people were questioning like, hey, what do you guys use to replace the glass bed? This sucks. Like, I mean, surprisingly, I honestly thought I was going to replace mine too. But the glass bed on mine actually hasn't really been a problem for me. And I know some people have had issues with it because they get their printers and it comes in warped. Mine, thankfully, did not come in warped. But let me see if I can pull up real quick. Let me see if I can pull up the link to the Wham Bam one, because I know, just real quick. Then we'll get started on doing some detailed stuff. So this is the Wham Bam site. I'll post a link real quick too in chat so you guys can see. He was lucky enough for him to win it from Joel telling him to meet up at Protopasta a couple months. Oh, nice! I didn't realize he had kept that printer for that long. I didn't know he had it for that long. Yeah, I would recommend Wham Bam. They do a lot of really good stuff. They're actually not too far from where I live. They're a couple hours drive from me. But you can see they make all sorts of sizes. They also make these for resin printers. So if you have a resin printer, you can actually get a little flex plate for your resin printer, which I see a lot of people have nowadays. But if I go on, so the one I have for the Delta over here is this one right here, this 265 in diameter. But the one that I was going to tell you about was the 320 by 310. If you click on it, it doesn't show the Anycubic Mega X in here, but if you click on this, and you click on, I guess you have to click on the right one again. Their website's not the best interface wise. It says if you go to the 320 by 310, it says may fit Anycubic Mega X, but it does fit. It does guarantee to fit on any of these machines. If anyone has any of these, the Cobra Plus, I guess it fits on this. If it fits on the Cobra Plus, it probably would fit on the Mega X, because the Cobra Plus bed should be almost exactly the same. It should be. Now, I don't know if the quality of the coating on the bed differed in the last 2 years, but I'll post a link to this in chat as well. Use the Wham Bam on my LG Mars. Nice. My experience, powder coated PEI is really what you want. They do sell. I know for when I looked to get the one for the Delta dudes, they did sell a powder coated PEI just by itself. I got the PEX because they claim it to be a little bit better than the PEI. It is a smoother surface than the powder coated, but I know a lot of people have really good success with the powder coated PEI. I don't know if they do sell one of these in this dimension. Let me see if they do. See, this is where you have to go to. This is where you have to go to this page here, because this it shows you the size, all the stuff they have for the size. So they do have a powder coated PEI. They also do have a flex plate with a PEI build surface. They also have the flex plate by itself without the build surface on it. Now, the one I got, I got the pre-installed one, so it comes with that layer. It comes with that, like, the PEX build surface comes on the actual metal sheet, so I don't have to put it on after the fact. But if you wanted the powder-coated flex plate, I think they do have one here. Let me see, 320 by 310, yes. So they do have that. So there are a couple other options. But for the one I have the PEX, and it's been amazing on the Delta. For sure. I like the PEX, but buffing with steel wool is a butt. I mean, I do it. It's 30 seconds out of my day to rub it a little bit. I don't have a problem with that, but I also am not against the PEI because I've also heard good things about it. I don't have a PEI coated printer. We do have we have a PEI coated. I don't know if it's powder coated, but it's one of the Prusa plates. It's not the smooth surface side. It's the rough surface. I don't know what they call that, but we use that at work, and I've had no issues with it. But I'm spoiled. Hey, to each their own. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying this is what I have. Now, I've actually contemplated getting a 320 by... I've actually contemplated getting one of these because I actually do have I won a gift card from them like a couple months ago. I still haven't used it yet. I've actually been thinking about getting one for the Mega X, but I've also been thinking about getting maybe like their one of their mutant setups. you can like do a mutant swap for their like the hot ends and stuff. But also, if I don't have a resin printer, but I would love to get one of the slat mats just for making stuff because they also have all this other stuff. They also just came out with a fire suppressing product. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but it's on their website. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Like they just came out with it, I think. It would be under all products, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, you guys can go check out their website. I don't know if Alti-Stick has a website or not anymore. I know a lot happened with them and their suppliers. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know their like website was down for like months on end. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really putting much money into it right now, dudes, other than just replacing parts to keep it up and running. Like right now, the only thing I really need for it right now is a new thermistor. And the only one I can find online that I can get an OEM from Anycubic by buying a hot end for the printer and then taking out the parts I need. Or I could buy an E3D cartridge and then just having to find a way to connect the actual connectors right onto it. But yeah, I in terms of getting a wham bam sheet for it, you know, I'm leaning towards probably not, but so I don't know how much longer the printer's going to actually be up and kicking. I want to keep it up and running for a long time, but I don't. Every day it's a mystery with this machine. Some days it's having better. It has better days than others. And with the Prusa XL coming in next year, sometime, hopefully early next year. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens to it. I want to keep it up and running. I'm not gonna. For me, it's like one of those things where I don't mind a project, but right now I just want I want printers that can just do what I need them to do. Especially when I have projects. Like if I don't have like a certain thing going on with them, like I'm not as concerned. But like now with the gingerbread house, but then next year when we get into trying to start doing the Death Racer, I'm gonna need printers to be printing parts for that, and I don't know how much of a. I don't know if I can afford much downtime with either machine. And with all the other printers coming out nowadays, it's you know, there's the new bamboo printer is coming out, or it's I think Friday is the release when you can go purchase the pre-order for it. The new Solvol looks really nice. It's SVO6. It's a smaller printer, but everyone's raving about it right now. But that bamboo looks pretty. That lower price bamboo actually does look very promising. I don't know. I might jump the gun on that, to be honest. Better put your funds in a newer platform that doesn't have the features and reliability you need. Yeah, it's. Let me read that again. Better putting your funds towards a newer platform that does not have the features and reliability. Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of what I'm like toying about, because it's like, especially printers nowadays where you know a lot of these printers come stock with things that this machine doesn't even have, or things that I had to upgrade up to it. It doesn't sell me to anything that's like this age or older, or that's a little bit less cost. Although I'm not sold on the newer Anycubics either, the Cobra series printers. I'm not really sold on them, to be honest. I feel like it's just a slightly glowed up version of that. Because from what I've been seeing on like the Facebook groups, you know, there's still people that have issues with the firmware, and there's still things that, you know, it still doesn't enable filament color swaps in stock Marlin firmware, which what's so hard about that? Is there something that's that difficult about that makes it so difficult for a manufacturer to enable that in the firmware? Like, I never understood that. That and printer, like auto resume or print resume from like if you lose power, those two things apparently don't exist in some of these manufacturers' lines. I will say the colors, the filament runout detection on this machine, on the Delta, is a phenomenal piece of software. It raises up the machine. It asks you if you want to change the filament. It lets you change the filament. It lets you load a new filament, and then once it's done, you just click the OK button, and it continues. And it does it so flawlessly. I live that life. Don't be like me. Well, you have to keep in mind too. I'm still fairly new to the hobby. I've only been in this hobby for a few years now. I started 3D printing back in 2019 through my current job. I started that a couple years ago, but yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat. You know, I want stuff that I do want to save money, but at the same time, I'd rather invest money on stuff that's going to work and not be a problem every couple weeks. The Anycubic at the beginning was not a problem. I would say that in the last year, I've had the most problems with it just because of either getting older, firmware. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. The firmware. I'm not even using the Anycubic firmware on this. I'm using community-made firmware. And that still has some bugs and issues to it too that I'm not going to get into because it's just going to. I'll drag this on to another hour of stream, but I'm using it more than the Anycubic software or the firmware because their firmware it's hit and miss, and it also doesn't have certain safety features enabled, which I saw firsthand after one of our live streams when our printer started smoking, and that was not fun. And I still don't trust them enough to watch the first few layers. Yeah, exactly. I'm always watching the first couple layers on this machine. In my recent cases, it's been let the print go, and then because either temperature changes or something happens in the firmware, print freezes. Whether it be a thermal runaway issue or temperature not holding, and it gets frustrating. It gets really frustrating at times, and I want this machine to work, you know, especially because people are still asking me about different things about the machine on YouTube with the YouTube content we have on that machine. People are still asking me different things about, like, oh, can you make videos about this, and can you do this with this, and what about if you do this with that? And it's like, I want to make more content about the machine, but at the same time, this machine is not going to be relevant forever, and it's not really relevant now. Somebody called me out on YouTube the other day because they're like, it doesn't say on their website it's discontinued. You're just saying it's discontinued. Did you talk to Anycubic about this? I'm like, the printer's been discontinued. There was an ad that they ran that said they were clearing out stock. There was multiple phrases on their website that said, please move on to this printer because we're no longer making this printer. Like, people are like, there's someone like gunning on me on YouTube because they thought I was just causing like trouble and, you know, clickbait stuff. I'm like, but at the same time, there's also people that are like, oh, dude, I love your Anycubic videos. And surprisingly, those videos about the Anycubic printer get more views and likes and stuff versus, you know, stuff I want to do and make on the channel. Like the latest video I did on that, just talking about the beginning of the end for it, that got more views on YouTube than my video on how to make the cool LED nozzle in the background. So YouTube algorithm's weird. I feel like most of my YouTube community is here only for Anycubic Mega X stuff on YouTube. Not here, by the way. You guys are awesome. I'm talking about the YouTube community at large. I feel like most of them there are just there for like how-to videos and stuff, and that's fine. But that's not the only content I want to make on that channel, and so it's the stupid algorithm's not helping either. But I'm not gonna complain about it. I don't let that crap get to me. Like I said, I do this for fun. I don't do YouTube stuff I don't do it to make. I don't do it for a living. That being said, you know, I am going to continue to promote the YouTube channel because I can, and we're still a little bit. We're still a few watch hours away from being able to monetize the content over there. We are over 1,000 subscribers, but we're still a little short on the watch hours on the regular videos. And that's the other thing too. YouTube Shorts don't even count in those watch hours. And a lot of my YouTube shorts get more views than the regular videos as well. And I really wish they changed that, because if I had YouTube shorts hours counted into that, we'd be able to apply for partner and possibly get in. So, but if you guys aren't a part of the YouTube community and want to be, the link is in the chat. Don't go to 3D printing spaces on Facebook. They are dark, dark voids. I try not to. I only use the user groups to ask questions if I have and see what they say. And half the time I don't get that great advice if I have a question on something. I did use them a lot at the beginning when I was getting this machine up and running. When I had trouble with something, or if I had this broke, how do I fix it? And there was usually people there to help. I actually just posted there not too long ago asking if anyone had any suggestions on swapping thermistors and replacements. I haven't seen if I got any good results yet, but yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of people that will ask questions, and then there's people that comment right after them and be like, "Why don't you search the answers in here before you comment? What a stupid question that is." It's like, you don't know what everyone's story is. You don't know if people are just coming here for the first time. You don't know that. Like, people are like, "Oh, you just want the answer. Why don't you actually look for it first?" It's like, and I understand that. I get frustrated with that too. It's like some people ask like really stupid questions like, where do I go to find Anycubic's website? It's like that kind of stuff you do see. But people that ask genuine questions, there are some people that are like straight up just like harassing people and saying, you didn't look through the community, you didn't use the search bar, you're lazy. It's like, and that's not just for you know, the communities on, it's all the Facebook groups. It's on you know, I'm a part of the FLSun Super Racer group and the V400 group, and you know how much complaining there is in the V400 group on a daily basis that people are still mad that they didn't get their printer yet because there's shipping issues and COVID issues and logistics issues, and they're like, we want our money back and this is outrageous. And it's like, it's exhausting to see. I mean, I'm glad I'm not even gonna complain, because I've been waiting over a year for the Prusa XL, and I'm not complaining. I haven't complained one time, because I understand. I work in an industry where there's part shortages. I deal with it on almost a daily basis. So it's, and I think it's just also just part of our state of our world today, where people can go online, do whatever they want, think they can get away with it. That again, a whole nother issue. But Facebook groups are usually hot garbage. Absolutely. Yeah, I really don't use Facebook nowadays, except for lurking on other people. Occasionally, I do post occasionally on Facebook, but my personal page, not like, I don't have a big Jano Facebook page. But I'm on there for like family and friends and stuff, so they know I'm alive. But yeah, and with, you know, there's Facebook groups, and I also avoid Reddit completely, because nothing good comes out of, well, I wouldn't say nothing good comes out of Reddit, but Reddit's usually not much better. Not much better at all. But there's not, thankfully, I mean, Reddit's a little bit less, because I don't see a lot. There never a lot of specific, like, Anycubic stuff on Reddit. Now, you'll see a lot of people about, like, the Creality Ender 3 and stuff like that. There's a lot of people there for that, but, yeah, I try to avoid Reddit as much as I can. And most of the 3D printing content on Reddit is just reposted from other social media platforms, so it's really nothing unique. I don't know. Maybe I never was into Reddit even before the 3D printing. I don't know. I don't know what. If anyone knows what makes it so special, let me know. Hey, Bellers Mark, welcome in. Got finished for today? Nice. We're gonna be working a little bit soon. We've been kind of ranting the last few minutes, but we're gonna get back into our gingerbread house. I was showing off previously. I did some stuff for the weekend. I got the roof done. I actually got the rest of the roof fixed up and shingled. Took me all day working on the roof, getting all the shingles on there, stapling each one down. We added I fixed the roof. I fixed the roof piece, which I believe. So I now split it. I got it split from this body here, It's now not also merged together. I also added like a weird. I added some fixes to the roof so it looks a little bit nicer. Probably not gonna do anything with it, honestly. I might decorate it like plain like that. What else did I do? I got the curved window on the side here. I might add a window on the back side, but I don't know yet. But I might take this like inside here and use it to maybe add like a little. I have this. I came to me with this little Christmas tree that I printed a while back. This little overhang one. I might make a little. I wouldn't say make a diorama, but maybe try to add some little decorations on the inside of here. Maybe at the very end. Because I wasn't sure what to do with this section at all. And I was gonna make this like maybe just like an extended part of like the, I don't know, family room or something. This, on the other hand, this is gonna be just like, I'm gonna basically, I'll decorate the, not the sketch, but the ground here. Maybe add some snow to there, or give me a place to put some other decorations I can glue onto the base there. It's more of just as a base. And then what I was going to do tonight, I'm going to add some more windows to... I added a window to the tower here. I contemplated maybe making this a chimney, this tower thing. But I don't know. I also added like a weird like helix pattern to around the base of this tower here. And I was going to make like a... I was going to try to make it like a large, like straight up and down candy cane. But I figured I might be able to do that after the fact with like my pen. And I can also take the marble filament that I have that I just got in today, and maybe make tower portion another marble piece like these pillars here. But besides that, my plan was to. I also added some holes to be able to fit lighting in here if I add lighting. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do for lighting. That's the other thing I might do, is maybe wrap some lights around the tower if I have room. I don't know if I'm going to have room to do that. I might have to make some like holes like in the wall here to like be able to run wire through or run lights through. Or I can just add lights to the inside of this because it is hollow and have it glowing out the window. Any of those things, really. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rooftop yet. I haven't figured that out. Maybe I'll just decorate it with the pen. And then I also, like I said earlier, I might maybe make a chimney for the side here that goes all the way up. That might be an option because I can just make another body that makes a chimney piece that goes all the way up to the top. I don't know. Either I add a chimney there or I add a couple more windows, like 2 windows here, maybe like a larger triangular window up here, or maybe like a triangular structural piece like I had kind of like last year. And then the back, I'll probably add some windows to the back here. Maybe another window or 2 over here. I don't know. I don't know if I should add a back door either. Maybe again, those are what I do with the pen, but that's where we're at. That is where we're at. RGB inside would be neat. I agree. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run like programmable RGB, unless I find a power supply that I can run them with, because I don't think I have a power supply right now that's not doing anything. I have the power supply for both the nozzle and the channel use, but I don't know if I want to take that away from those at the moment. But if I do end up getting another power supply somehow, that could be an option, because I do have an extra ESP I can control, and I do have some leftover LED strips that could be of use. And I also do have these little battery powered lights as well that might also work on here too. And these are apparently soundproof, which I don't know how that would work, but these might be also a little bit smaller to fit on here as well. And I think it says it comes with 100 lights. At least this pack does. I also have a couple other different packs with some other colors. I also have these, which are, I think, red. Oh, no, these are the multicolored ones as well. And these ones are just the red LED lights. But these are battery powered as well. Temporary use one from the nozzle. Yeah, that would probably be the one if I did have to use one. Because that one's already wired up correctly. Well, I actually shouldn't say it that way. That's the easiest one to take apart. That's the way I should have said it, but that's the easiest one to take apart. Because the other one's all wired up to the Arduino, and that one's not going to come apart anytime soon. All right. Let us... I guess we should just start on the... I'm going to wait to do the sides here, because I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. Let's just start in the back. I might add a window... I don't know if I'm going to add a window to this extended section. I might. But I also want to be able to... Problem is, the visual on this, you're only going to be able to see inside of here to, like, where this line's at. So going back here, you're not going to be able to see much. So adding a window there might not be a bad idea. Back here, I might keep it plain. But for sure, we're going to add some windows back here. We're going to match up... You're going to match up the windows from the other side, so they match up pretty well. And that's nice that you can see. I do not want to project that. I have to project all this other stuff. Apologies for all the flashes. I wish Fusion 360 wouldn't do that. But sometimes it does. There we go. One window's down. Let's get the other one projected. Thankfully, this sketch is still here, so I can not have to redraw these and not get the size right. Because that's the last thing I want to do is not have different sized windows. So here, we should be good with that sketch. All we gotta do now is extrude the insides. We'll cut 1/4 inch. And then we will do that same sketch. We gotta pull our sketches up because they like to hide themselves. Do that again, except for the outer shell. I gotta fix my lights. My lights are, my channel leaves are causing me some issues right now. And I'm just gonna extrude this about 20 thousandths, just to give it that profile you can see. There we go. Now those are at the same sides. We're looking good. There we go. Now we're looking good. All right, on to the bottom. And like I said, I tried doing a little bit of this over the weekend, so we wouldn't spend as much time on this tonight, so we can get into marble racing. And then there's also one other segment of tonight's stream that I want to get into before we get into marble racing that I think you guys will like, and I think we're going to try to incorporate it on a weekly basis. So stay tuned for that. All right, I'm gonna add 2 taller windows here, and then like a door, kind of like how we did the door on the front. I know I joked around at the beginning that this door was more of a place marker, but I actually like it where it's at, and I kind of like the. I kind of like the rusticness of it. So, but I'm going to add 2 larger rectangular windows. Like you see on some houses, they're like taller windows. Maybe. We'll see. If I do taller windows. I do have to move them. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe it doesn't look as good as I thought. Because I don't want them like right over each other. That's the kind of the problem. No, maybe I do make them just like regular windows. Maybe I just make them regular. I can fix the okay. I'm gonna add my door. Rectangle. I'm gonna do a center rectangle here. That looks way too tall for a door. Probably should make it the same height as the other one. French doors. I'll be honest, I don't even know what a French door looks like. I'm sure if I saw it, I would know what it looks like, but you know as well as I do, I am not the architect here. I am not an architect. But I think maybe if I raise the window up a little bit, like up here maybe. It's a weird geometry because this is like the second floor looks way shorter than the first. I don't know. It's real quick. Let's just measure this. Where are we at? No. It's 1.5 inches. Actually, what I should have done. Is I should have just projected that sketch onto the back. And that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. So it's now the same size. You can also see there's a little bit of a gap here. That's not connected, which is what we want. All right, so that's good at least. Let me you know what? Let me delete this real quick. Hey, no more. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. We're just working on getting some of our last details here on our gingerbread house. We're making some progress. We got a couple more windows in. Got the roof fixed over here. We got this other large window over here. We're working on just adding a couple more windows. Might add a chimney to this. Yeah, we're making progress. We're almost there. We'll be getting ready to start printing the parts. Hopefully, it's by next week at the earliest. Depends on when some spare parts can come in, and when I can get some stuff ordered. At least the Delta should be good to go. Let's see. Alright, let's go back to that. Oops, sorry about that. Have to drag it over. Alright, let's... You know what I could do? Oh, no, that's right. I don't have the windows over there. I could... Okay, I think I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna add. I think I'm gonna add normal sized windows, like how we did the front, or like these here. I think we're gonna do that. Just maybe slightly off-centered though. Maybe one here. Maybe one on the other side. It's like also slightly off-centered. I think that will look okay. We can always come back and change it. I do gotta measure these again because I forget what they measure. 2 inches. Okay, so it's 2 by 2, and then this over here is what? I think it's like 0.4. 0.2. Okay. I can do that. So let's make our 2 by 2 windows. There we go. I am going to offset this now. Change select. And then I'm going to add our interior bracketing. Boom. Hit the other side. Now let's do the top and bottom one. All right. Chat, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody's week been going? How's everybody, for those in the States, if you're getting ready for Thanksgiving this week, Thanksgiving holiday? Oh, shoot. I will be going up to see the family tomorrow for the holiday. I'll be heading out of town tomorrow night. Wish me luck, as I have to now battle the holiday traffic at the airport again. For those that were here, for those that saw last year, I got stuck. I got stuck in a car line for 2.5 hours at the airport last year, just trying to park my car. Not even into the airport yet. Just trying to get my car parked. So, I am preparing this year by 1, not parking at the airport, and 2, making sure I give myself enough time so I don't miss my flight like I did last year. Getting ready to consume. Nice. Yeah, I always like Thanksgiving is a good holiday for me. I always like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are the two big family holidays for myself. It's always a good time. I'm excited. Lots and lots of food, that's for sure. Better after the stream, right? I know. Like I might start making my way there now because I might just cancel stream right now. I think they were saying like Sunday is going to be really bad, as well as tomorrow and Saturday. They said those days are going to be really bad. For the busiest days, I should say. From now till next Sunday, it's going to be really bad. But I've made it once. I made it through. I've been through, I've traveled a lot during the holidays in the last 5 years, so I'm not a newbie when it comes to stuff like that, but at the same time, it's always stressful because you have to deal with crowds and people that don't know what they're doing, where they're going. On top of that, you have to deal with all the people coming into Florida for vacation, all the tourists that are, they're frustrated because there's people everywhere. It's like it hardens you as a person knowing that if you can survive tour, like holiday travel through what many call a tourist destination down here, then you can tackle quite a bit of stuff in your life. I think if you can deal with that, you'd be in good shape. I have dealt with it. It doesn't get any easier, I would say. I more or less just give myself plenty of time to make it to places. That's really just it. You gotta give yourself... I thought I gave myself a lot of time last year, but I guess that was not enough time. Alright, let's trim this. Maybe. There we go. No, didn't want you trimming that entire thing. Why is it not trimming the way I want it to? There we go. Why is it taking the whole entire, like, leg out? Don't be difficult tonight. Out of all nights, do not be difficult. Okay. The only other thing I didn't do was line these up. The only thing I didn't do is line this up. So let's see, from here to here, where are we at? Let's make it 4 3/4. And then from here to here, let's make it 3. Let's make it 0.6. Same thing on this side. And then 475 from the bottom. There we go. All right. Let's make our windows. Extrude those. Cut them out. There we go. Oh, I think I went a little too hard. I think it's O2. Yeah, we just want the outline so we can see. Because we'll probably fill in that gap. We'll fill in those gaps with like our 3D pen filling. I'll call it our icing. All right, that doesn't look bad. I like the offset windows a little bit. I think that helps. Let's save because we have to. I do want to add one window over the side here. I'll add one window over here. I'll make it like a longer window. I'm going to hide the sketch, though. I don't need that anymore. At least right now I don't. Once I get that done, once I get these last couple little things done, I still don't know what I'm going to do here yet, so I'm going to leave it blank. I might add some sort of architectural element to the side here. But let's add our window to the side here, because I know for a fact I want to add a window. Once I kind of wrap up these couple things, we're going to kind of move on from this. We have a new segment on the channel we're going to do tonight, and then we are going to get into marble racing for the last half of stream. So let's see. I want to make this a little bit bigger one. Like I want to make it not terribly big, but like a... I couldn't make it like the front here. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the window kind of like this front one, just to give it a little, just to make so it looks like it's not being an odd duck out in the front. So I'll center it. Gotta pick a center rectangle first. There's the center of the part. Actually, I'm gonna go a little bit down, so I have a little bit of room. I'm going to stretch this out. Okay, we'll trim that, that. I do need to center it back up again. Whoops. There we go. Let's just draw a reference line. There we go. Actually, it's too tall. Let's fix that real quick. Why won't it snap to the line here? Let's fix the dimension of this. This only needs to be like 3 inches. There we go. It's gonna be an arch window. It's gonna be an arch window. It's not gonna be a door. I just want it to snap. There we go. Like there's fine. Doesn't have to be dead center because it's a little bit. There's fine. I'll just make that construction line so I don't worry about it. I'm gonna offset. Actually, I'm gonna make my cross beams, and we will make it negative. Whoops. Let's make it 0.225. And here, make it 0.1. I do want the inside to be a little bit smaller than the outside edge on this, like I did on the front. Or I could, actually, I'm going to make it all the same. Just to make it consistent. Okay, and the same for the other side. But I just need that. You know what? Sorry, I gotta delete the construction line. It's getting in my way. It's getting in my way. Can't fight it. Alright, now I should be able to trim. I don't like this trim feature. I tried dragging it. It didn't work very well. Let's... And I know that's only giving me issues because I didn't define things. But that's okay. I'm nothing to be super concerned about. At least in this application. Okay, I think we're good. I'll make this a little bit bigger window. That way it actually looks... Now there's a purpose for why this one's there. Alright, let's cut out our window real quick. This is coming along really nice, chat. We're almost there. I think by Tuesday by next Tuesday, we should have the remainder of this done, or at least finalized. There still might be another few things I want to do with this, but that could come in time. Why is my nose so itchy right now? I do not know. But that makes sense. Let's see. And then 0.02. There we go. Boom. Window. There's a lot of windows in this house. Lots and lots of windows. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. But now you can see on the inside of here a little bit better. So it might just give you different viewpoints of the house. I'm going to keep this wall. I'm not going to do anything to this wall. You know, the other thing I want to do, and I might do it right now, is add a little bit of an architectural element to this, like I did on the gingerbread house we did last year. I'm not sure what the technical term for that is called, but are you putting one where the gable above there? Are you talking about like right here? I don't know if I'm putting a window here or not. What I might do is I might, like, if I project these two lines and then offset them just a little bit, like, and then come down, say, 2 inches. It's not a gingerbread house, it's a gingerbread home. Exactly, it is. It's a home. This isn't just some house. This will make it a little bit smaller. I wish there was something you can do to do like both sides of an offset. Like that would save me so much time right now. Just by doing this step twice the amount. Also, if it like remember what number I put in the last time. That'd be like SolidWorks can do that, but not Fusion. I don't get it. Alright, we gotta just do it a couple more times. Go 5 and negative 0.5. Alright. Trim away, like we've just been doing. We kind of did this on our last year's tree as well, or last year's gingerbread house. Not tree. There we go. Split that up. Nope. Wrong one to trim. Wrong one to trim. There we go. Hey, 3D Mimic Vince. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Working on some architectural detailing on our gingerbread house here. Our gingerbread home, as Deuce Falchion has said. Which is, it's fitting. I do like that. It's very fitting to call it a gingerbread home. I like that. trim that side. Got all that trimmed. Boom, 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 boom. And I think that should do it. And we're gonna just indent this a little bit. Nothing too crazy. We could make it bigger, but we'll fill that, like I said, we'll fill that in with just, we want some subtle touches. If I don't add a chimney to this side here, because if I do add a chimney, it's going to go right up the side here, right in the middle. If I don't add a chimney, I'll do another one of these. If I don't add a chimney, I'll do another one of those. Also, I just realized I need to do this. I need to add a little cutout for the bottom here if I decide to add any lights in here as well. So let me do that real quick. I'm just going to add a small rectangle here. And we'll cut that open. There we go. Ooh. May not want to do it there. Just maybe don't want to do it there. Just a thought. Let's edit that. Maybe we make it like more up and down. Oh, it's still in the way. Maybe we make it a square. There we go. A little better. Oh, you know what? No, because you're going to see that. I do not like that. I will, maybe we don't add a, maybe we don't add a, maybe when we're adding stuff, we put in the base last. Fillet that corner. Which corner? Which corner are you talking about? This one? Or are you talking about up here? Can you extrude the opening using the face on the inside? Are you talking about this face? This curved face? I mean, I could also add it to the side over here where it's kind of hidden away, this like long area. Or just like shorter area right here. Because if you're looking at it, you're not going to... That'll be interesting. Although, I mean, I could put my finger... I could like try to go through there and put stuff inside of there if I wanted to. I don't really plan on putting lights inside this little section right here. I might run some string lights around the edge here and on the roof and stuff, but I might put like a... I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in the inside to begin with, so I might not even need it. The only other thing I can think of and I didn't think about this yet earlier, was cut an opening here on this very small wall. Would be that wall there. Cut an opening for the light from this section to pour through over here. That'd be the one thing I could do. Copy the bottom, scale it smaller, do a cut. Are you talking about this bottom here? Let's see. If I do a sketch on that surface, I would project. I would have to project on that curve along with that line, and that line. Along with that line. So now I have this sketch, at least. Wait, did it not? Oh, that's because there's a gap. That's probably why. I didn't also do this. Did it split? Oh, that's why. It's not merged together anymore, so it can't split apart. That's why. Because there's gap in here now. There's a space because I made it that way. It doesn't cut off this back end here. But you could also extend it. Maybe. Will it let me do it? I mean, again, this could be something I can finalize down the road before we start putting the decorations on. So it doesn't need to be... obviously, we'll have to print the parts, but I might have to give it a little bit more thought on that. I mean, if I run lights and they're just like the little battery pack lights, I just need a hole big enough for the little battery pack to fit up, right? It's kind of the only little thing I need in there. Unless I run other lights, I haven't decided yet, but I think here is a good spot to kind of call it for now. If I add a chimney to the side here, that would probably take up the rest of the space on this side. It would add another part to print, but we'll see. We will see on that. But it's looking all right. It's looking okay. And I want to get to the other stuff we got planned tonight too. Because the next thing we're going to be doing, I think is pretty funny. But it would add to, yeah, I agree. Adding with stone, that would look nice. That would look nice. I would, if I have the time, because that's the thing with, I wanted to do that with this, the tower over here. And because of the time crunch we're going to have in the next month, I don't know if I'm going to have the time to figure out Blender and add that texturing. But it might be something, maybe we try that next week and see. Because that's really the only thing I've left is the chimney, if we do one. And maybe doing some texturing here. Because the rest of this, I don't really plan on doing much more major detailing to. Because again, I want this to still look like a simple gingerbread house. Or a more simplified. In case I do decide to make this a kit for people to print and build and make their own, but I do want to make it simple. But yeah, time is the biggest thing right now because we don't really only have like a month to get this done. We have until, and I realized today, and there's next week, or not next week, not next week, but the week after. I think I have something during, I think, one of the streams that week, I think is going to get conflicted because I have another event that week. So we only have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 streams to get this all printed, built, and camera ready. So 3.5 weeks. But that's where I'm going to leave that off for now. Back to my main screen for just a moment or two while I get the other thing set up. We are going to get into marble racing, community marble racing here in just a few minutes. So if you want now, I would say now is the time to invite your friends and family over to get ready for marble racing. Before we do that, though, we're going to do something a little different here on the channel. Just a tad. And I'll explain what that is in just a second. I'm just closing some stuff up here. All right, so you guys have been more quote unquote, you guys have been enjoying the marble racing as of late. We've been enjoying it. And I want to celebrate all the accomplishments every week here on the stream. But I also want to celebrate the not so good accomplishments. And I think I know a few of you, and I know a few of you know where this is going because I shared this with a few of you already. I want to try something this week, and we're going to try and make this a weekly thing. But, my friends, it is time for the first ever... Hold on. It's time for the first ever Yeet of the Week. That is right. It is time for the Yeet of the Week, a new segment here on the channel where we get to showcase the greatest of last week's yeets, whether it be from marble racing or from something stupid we do here, or I do here, outside of that. But basically, anything I do stupid on the channel also counts. We even got the background music for it. I do need a bang yeet command. I need to make one. But anyway, since this is the first week, normally what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to showcase one yeet a week. I'm going to go through every week, basically, in Marbles on Stream racing weeks. I'll go through the stream and try to find clips of my camera catching all your glorious yeets. And every week I'll try to pick my favorite to showcase here on our Yeet of the Week segment. And tonight, since tonight's the first one, we'll showcase 3 of my favorites from last Thursday. In no particular order. Normally we'll have one, but in no particular order. Let me get the first one going here. All right. I gotta blow it up. Our first one comes from our good friend, Mr. Manor Mutant, as he tries to get in the race, but surely finds out that his fast start leads to his fast finish. You hate to see it, indeed, folks. You hate to see it. That was Manor Mutant in one of 3 Yeets of the week. Thank you, Manor Mutant, for providing us with that fun Yeet footage. But don't fret, there's still 2 more I want to showcase tonight. Oh, don't worry, we're just getting started. I gotta find it, though. I gotta find it. Alright, here we go. Yeet of the week, number 2. Our good friend Biller's Mark. And Missing the Tunnel. Take a look at Biller's Mark over here. You see him onto the right side, and he misses the tunnel, falling to his death. I think Biller's Mark missed the funnel. I didn't realize it at the time. I did not realize at the time, but it was hilarious when I saw it after the fact. We do got hours of footage. There might be, if at the end of the year, we might do Yeet of the Year from all the footage we pull up. So every week we're going to collect all the Yeets from the Yeet of the Week, and we'll try to do someone at the end of the year. And maybe at the end of the year, we'll do a prize for like Yeet of the Year or something like that. But we got one more Yeet. We got one more Yeet of the night, one more Yeet on the night for the Yeet of the Week. And this one, my friends, is from yours truly. I couldn't include the first Yeet of the Week without myself. And there I go off the map. I was so disappointed, but at the same time, I knew that my karma wasn't going to run out there because I had made fun of Biller's Mark and Manor Mutant falling in previous maps. I deserved it. But yes, I did have to add myself to the Yeet of the Week here. But there you have it. There was our Yeets of the Week. For all those that made it in, congratulations and thank you for being great sports about it. We're going to try to do this once a week. So if you guys are interested in being your next Yeet of the Week, all you gotta do is stick around for marble racing in just a few minutes. So we'll pull off every week. We're gonna do this segment here on the channel. But thank you so much, friends, for partaking in that segment. Because that was our Yeet of the Week. I spent some time over the weekend making that clip and getting it set up to my stream so it actually like mute the music and everything, so I'm glad it worked out. I was dying when I heard that music though. I found that music and I was like, that's perfect for what this is going to be. That's perfect. Hey Major Gamer Geek, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. We just finished our Yeet of the Week segment, our very first ever. I'm contemplating whether I'm going to post those on Twitter or not. I might, but some people might not like that, so calling them out like that. So I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but my goal is to make it funny. It's not to make fun of anybody. Keep in mind, I'm making fun of myself as well. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try to do that every week. But now it is time. You heard you made the Yeet cut. You didn't make this week's Yeet cut, but there's always opportunity to make this next week's Yeet cut. We're going to start community marble racing in just a few minutes, where you have the opportunity to make it in the next week's Yeet of the Week. So I'm going to get the game set up. We're going to get started with that. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to put the Be Right Back screen on. Mods, feel free to throw raffles in the chat while I'm gone. Also, feel free to tweet out, share with your communities that we're going to start marble racing. The more people we can bring in, the better. It's always more fun with more people here. So if you guys want to do that, definitely invite some people over here. It'll take me a few minutes to get the game set up, so go anywhere. I'll be right back. And let's make some more Yeet of the Week moments. Let's do it. All right, guys, we're ready to go for Marbles on Stream. Thank you for waiting. We are ready to go. I got some new music, too. I got some new intense music to play tonight as well. But for those that are new to the to our community or new to Marbles on Stream, it's a fun community game where you have the opportunity to watch a marble race down an obstacle course. Whether it makes it to the end or not, that is up to the game, not yourself. And the rule is here, we like to play community maps, and we like to play it, keep it random. So we will do such that. Hey, Hutch's Makerspace, welcome on in. My nose is so itchy tonight. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we're gonna do 8 races tonight. Let me think. I have it set up at 8. Yep, I have it 8. We're gonna do 8 races tonight. I'm gonna let you vote for the first few maps. So if you guys want to vote on a map, type in !vote, followed by a space and then a number, and you can choose between anywhere from 1 all the way up to 1826 today. But you only have 1 vote, so make it count. Make it count for sure. And like I said, if you guys pick some hard maps, you just might get on to next week's Yeet of the Week segment. You just might make it to the Yeet of the Week segment next week. And like I said, and I do mean that. I might at the end of the year, I might take like all the Yeet of the Week nominees, compile them into a category for Yeet of the Year, and maybe whoever wins that maybe will win something at the end of the year. Maybe we'll see. But that might be a good idea. Incentive for yeeting off the map. All right, so there's 1 vote in already. There should be more votes. If you already voted once, you can't vote again. 1826 is the highest number you can go, dudes. That's why. 1826 is the highest you can go. But for after you guys vote, if there's still some spots left over, I will pick the rest of the maps by random. And we'll get started here in just a few minutes. So vote up. Vote for those numbers. Is vote working for you all? Oh, we got another one in there. We got Billersmark's, I think Billersmark's vote. Don't know. Should be. I saw 77. I saw 1825. Let's see if it got picked. It didn't get picked, but I'll add it because I know that's what dudes was trying to vote on. I'll give you guys like another minute to vote, and whatever we don't pick, I will pick the rest. So if you haven't yet voted, get your vote in. And we will play your maps as it lies. So we got this one here from Billersmark. He picked, I think, 22. We got 77. All right, not too bad. Decent map. And then the one that Deuce picked. A little higher elimination rate, but still not terrible. But all right. I'm going to pick 5 more maps by random. I'll take that one. Take that one. There's no elimination rate there. I will not take that one because I don't want... That's a little short for a map. It's number 6. Okay, I'll do 2 more. We'll make the last 2... We'll make the last 2 yeetable, but not that bad. We'll make the last 2 yeetable. It's too short. I want some yeets. We can have a yeet of the week segment if nobody yeets off the map. That looks good. And then we have 1 more. Not that bad. We don't want the troll map. A little less. There we go. 62% seems fair for the last map. All right. Here we go. There we go. All right. To get your marble in the race, type an exclamation point play in the chat. This is race number 1 of 8. We're going to start in 1 minute from now, so get those marbles in right now. Exclamation point PLAY in the chat. Type that in and your marble will be entered as you see it above. We got some new dramatic music tonight. A little more dubsteppy too, I think. Here we go. 38 seconds. Get that marble in the race if you haven't yet done so. Get those marbles in the race. You guys, 25 seconds. Last call. Get that marble in or risk not winning tonight. There's 8 races tonight. Every race counts. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Race number 1 is about to happen. Good luck. And let's hope, if you yeet off the map, that I catch it. And you might be featured. All right, here we go. Deuce Falchion has the early lead into the funnel. FLSun making some ground up, hitting those little speed boosts. Get himself down faster. And it looks like he has made it down first. Looks like Deuce and No More not too far behind. Here comes FLSun as well. Still at the lead. Around the first bend. FLSun with a commanding lead. Here comes Otter's Danger Den not too far behind. He's making up some ground. And Big Jano apparently fell off the map. I didn't see what happened. But the first yeet of the night goes to myself. Now we got Otter's Danger Den taking over from FLSun. FLSun got tripped up. Not sure how. Deuce Falchion in 3rd. No More in 4th. Otter's Danger Den with the commanding lead at the moment. Avoiding the rocks. Hitting a rock. That gives some time to FLSun to catch up. Deuce Falchion's right on his tail. Here comes FLSun. Oh, he hit a rock as well. And uh-oh, here comes Otter's Danger Den. He's got tripped up. FLSun's coming in hot. Can he catch up? And he's not going to be able to do so. Otter's Danger Den coming in first. FLSun coming in second. No More in 3rd. And Deuce Falchion in 4th. And I am in dead last because my marble sucks. Congrats, Otter's Danger Den, winner of race number 1 of 8. Still got 7 more races to go, so there's plenty of time for everyone to catch up. I have no idea how my marble yeeted off the side, but it's not a good start for yours truly here. But anyway, we'll keep it on moving. Race number 2. Race number 2. Here we go. Let's join the next race. Bang, play in the chat. Exclamation point play. Get that marble in the race. For race number 2, I'm going to start the countdown timer right about now. So do not waste your time. If there's a delay in the stream, exclamation point play right now. Exclamation point PLAY. Have 40 seconds left. Go. I was playing marbles on Amish Ace's stream earlier. He was doing his like marathon 33-hour stream, and there was like 85 other people, and my marble came in like dead last almost every single time. There are some competitors out there, chat, just not myself. Anyway, 10 seconds. Last call! Exclamation point play for race number 2. Good luck, everybody. May your marble make it to the end. That's a quick drop. Very quick drop. Looks like Deuce Falchion has the early lead out the gate. Dropping into the next sections here. Billersmark making his way. Oh, Billersmark getting whacked by the spinning fans. Big Jano's still stuck up top. Oh, no more. Getting whacked as well. Big Jano got whacked. Billersmark still has the lead. Otter's Danger Den also in the front. This one's hard to keep track of. Looks like Billersmark has the lead right now. And there goes Big Jano again. Got that one on camera. There goes Billersmark. Man, my marbles just not having fun today. I also can't be in every Yee of the Week segment or else people think that's going to be rigged. Billersmark's on the elevator. Otter's Danger Den coming out of nowhere. And making up ground behind Billersmark. And there goes Otter's Danger Den, all on the platform. No more coming on in. Here comes Deuce Falchion as well. Who's going to drop first, chat? This is where No More got stuck on an obstacle like this last time. Here comes Otter's Danger Den. And there goes No More over there. I didn't see No More jump the gun. No More has to deal with some of these hammers here. Can No More... Oh, there goes Billersmark. Here he goes. There goes No More. And it looks like No More is making it through. He has one more jump. Can he make the jump? And he does. Up the final elevator. And here comes No More in for first. Otter's Danger Den not too far behind. And here comes Deuce Falchion for third. Hopping on in. And here comes Deuce Falchion for third place. But No More congratulations on race number 2. Taking the victory over myself and the others. Otter's Danger Den coming in second place. Deuce Falchion in third. And myself and Billersmark like to fall on this one. Another yeet for myself. And for Billersmark, his first of the night. All right, on to race number 3. Or is this number 4? I don't know. This is number 3. All right, on to race number 3. Type an exclamation point play in the chat right now to get your marble in the race for number 3. I'm losing track of time already. I can't count. But get those marbles in the race right now. Bang, play in the chat. Exclamation point PLAY. $30 seconds left before the race starts. Get those marbles in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, here we go. 10 seconds left. Last call. Exclamation point play in the chat. Everyone's in. Good luck. Race number 3 is about to begin right now. Here we go. Into the funnel to start the map. There we go, there we go. Who's gonna drop first? Who's gonna do it? Is it gonna be Dews? Is it gonna be Biller's Mark? Is it gonna be myself? And it looks like it's gonna be Biller's Mark. Into the Powerball tumbler. Into the lottery spinner. Everybody's dropping on in. Who's gonna be the first to come out there? It's gonna be myself. Oh, we got some rotating walls. That's gonna trip some people up. Biller's Mark's trying to make it there. Oh, and Biller's Mark gets caught. And I slide on through. Otter's Danger not too far behind. Biller's Mark coming in third. There I go. Dews, Hutch's Makerspace, and No More still stuck back there. Got some portals. Into some spinny bits. Biller's Mark not too far behind. And Otter's Danger Den fell off the map. Oh, I see the explosives on the left side. There goes Hutch's Makerspace. Got hit with an explosive as well. You hate to see it. There goes Dews. No More, myself, Biller's Mark. Biller's Mark up the elevator. Still making ground up. Can they catch up? Uh-oh, you gotta hit the right portal. And there I go. Into the wheel here. I got stuck in the wheel. There we go. Oh, Big Jano's got some explosives. Biller's Mark getting tripped up by the wheel. No More and Deuce Falchion are coming on in as well. There goes Big Jano yeeting on to the next section. Biller's Mark not too far behind. Here comes No More into the wheel. And No More gets tripped up. There goes Deuce Falchion. And it looks like myself and Biller's Mark are going to be the top two. There goes No More. He's flying. And No More apparently jumped or yeeted way too far off. But it looks like I take race number 3. Followed by Biller's Mark in second. Deuce Falchion in third. And then No More, Hutch's Makerspace, and Otter's Danger Den did not finish. Biller's Markets looks like we redeemed ourselves here in race number 3 from last race. So it's all fair and game right now. As we're moving on to race number 4 of 8. So we got 5 more races left to go, Chad. Still anybody's game, anybody's race. The dramatic music's not stopping. We're going to keep rolling on to race number 4. We're about to head on in. All right, type an exclamation point play in the chat. Get your marble in the race. You have 1 minute right now. You have 1 minute from now. Type an exclamation point play to get your marble into the chat. Or get into the race. Not in the chat, into the race. Type an exclamation point play in the chat to get your marble in the race. I gotta start taking better camera footage of these yeets though. Some of them haven't been that great tonight. But I can always go back to the stream too. That's my plan. Every week I'm gonna go back through the streams and find the yeets and pick my favorite one for yeet of the week. Hopefully a new segment that will live on for the rest of our days here on the channel. At least we'll try to. 18 seconds left, last call. Get your marble in the race. Exclamation point play in the chat. Type that in to get your marble into the race. To get it in. Good luck, everybody. Race number 4 is about to begin. All right, we got like a railroad track here. We got Hutch's Makerspace, No More, Otter's Danger Den, Big Jano and Biller's Mark. all right next to each other. We can kind of play along here. I can actually keep the camera on you guys. Got some wax. Oh, we all hit the rocks. No more, on the other hand, sliding away from the rocks. Let's see if he can hang on. Take advantage of the lead here. This Gold Rush themed marble race here. Followed by No More. Not just Makerspace. Builder's Mark. Into the slide. Oh! Falls off the slide. Let's see what happens. No More still alive. Still hanging in there. There goes Hutch's Makerspace on down the ramp. Builder's Mark. Myself. And here comes Otter's Danger as well. No one is yeeted yet. No More still hanging in there. And it looks like No More will get the finish and take first place. Followed by Hutch's Makerspace. And Big Jano's going to come in third. Builder's Mark in fourth. And Otter's Danger Den in fifth. But No More, congratulations. You took the gold in race number 4. The literal gold in this case. Followed by Hutch's Makerspace in second. Myself in third. Builder's Mark in fourth. Otter's Danger Den in fifth. We've had a very fluctuating type standings list tonight on all our races, chat. So we've all won a few, we've all lost a few, we've all kind of been in the middle. The standings at the end are going to be interesting. They're going to be interesting at the end. But all right, that was a quick one. We're halfway there. 4 races down, 4 to go. Onward and upward to race number 5. It's going to get harder from here, chat. Much harder. You'll have to bang play like you've never bang played before. So type in exclamation point play in the chat right now to get your marble into race number 5. I'm going to start the countdown timer right about now. 1 minute from now, we'll start race number 5. Exclamation point play in the chat to get your marble in race number 5. No worries, Otter's Danger Den. You're good. No worries, Shane. I think you were in the bottom of the pack last race, unfortunately. But there's still 4 more races to go, chat. This is only race 5 of 8. Anything can still happen. Anything. All right, 15 seconds roughly. Last call to get your marble into the race. Exclamation point PLAY in the chat. Type that in and get your marble in the race. Do not miss out on race number 5 because there's only 3 after this that are left. But good luck, everybody. Hope to see you on the other side. Down the Plinko board they come. And No More's going to take the first exit out. Followed by Builder's Mark, Hutch's Makerspace, and Otter's Danger Den. Oh, there's elevators there. I did not see that. We got No More with the early lead. Otter's Danger Den's not too far behind. Hutch's Makerspace also not too far behind. Myself, all meeting up in the middle here. And it's myself, No More, and Hutch's Makerspace. Looks like No More still has the faint lead. Everyone's kind of neck and neck right now. No one's kind of separated themselves yet. No More is still hanging on to the lead. Into the next obstacle here. Hutch's Makerspace and myself still breathing right down his neck. Can he hang on for the win, folks? This is it. This is getting to the end. And it looks like No More is going to hang on for the win. Hutch's Makerspace is going to be in second. Myself in third. Otter's Danger Den in fourth. Biller's Mark in 5th. And Dues in 6th. Congrats, No More, on winning race number 5. You just hung on enough to get the victory. There we go, there we go. All right, on to race number 6. We got 3 more races to go. We got 3. All right, type an exclamation point play in the chat to get your marble in the race. You have 1 minute from now to start. So get that marble in. You have not a lot of time. You have 1 minute. Exclamation point play in the chat to get that marble in the race. Got the dramatic music still going. I'm digging the new soundtrack tonight. The new mix of songs tonight, music tonight. 30 seconds. Exclamation point play in the chat to get your marble in the race. Race number 6 of 8. Get your marble in the race. We got 3 races left to determine this week's gauntlet winner. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Race number 6 is about to begin. May your marble make it to the end. Good luck, everybody. We got, oh boy. We got the big marbles right now. Hutch's Makerspace out of the gate. Down the bunny hills. Dues and Biller's Mark not too far behind. Otter's Danger Den, No More. And here comes my slow-ass marble. Thankfully, there are tubes here, or else we would all be off the map right now. This looks like a giant bunny hill. Biller's Mark making ground. I don't know if he can pass. That's going to be interesting. What is going to happen? Look at all the colors, chat. Otter's Danger Den in 3rd, Dues in 4th, neck and neck with each other. No More right behind. And then there's my marble way past everybody in the back. Hutch's Makerspace still hanging in there. Biller's Mark's trying to find a way to pass. It is almost impossible. Oh! Biller's Mark said it. As soon as I say it's impossible, Biller's Mark finds the possible to pass. There's still plenty of map left, though. Can he finish? Can Hutch's Makerspace come back and take over? I am surprised Biller's Mark was able to even pass him. This is it. And Biller's Mark's going to hang on in there for race number 6. And here comes my slow marble. Hanging in the rear there. Wow, what a comeback from Biller's Mark. Hutch's Makerspace had the lead almost in 2/3 of the map. And then Biller's Mark found an opening and was able to make it on in. Take race number 6. Nobody died. A new record. Let's get some hype in the chat for that. Although I'm pretty sure these last 2 maps have a good amount of elimination rate to them. So there might be some yeeting in the next 2 maps, unfortunately. Our streak might come to a close. But anyway, on to race number 7. Here we go. All right. Ooh, this one looks fun. Exclamation point play in the chat. Get your marble in the race. Race number 7 of 8 is going to start in approximately 1 minute from now. Get that marble in the race by typing in exclamation point play. About 37 seconds left to get that marble in. There's only 2 races left, chat. Now's the time to make an impact. Try to take some races, take some wins to boost those points up. 20 seconds. Last call. Exclamation point play in the chat. Type that in to get your marble in the race. Get that marble in the race. If you're not on the list, you're not in the game. Last call. Exclamation point play. All right. Good luck, everybody. Looks like it's just us four for now. Oh my god, is this the same map we played the last time? I'm pretty sure it is. And congrats, Billers Mark, you hit the tube this time. Did we pick the same map as last week? I cannot believe that. But yo, Billers Mark made it in the tubes this time. Billers Mark understood the assignment. But it looks like Otter's Danger Den has the lead right in the moment. Followed by, actually, it looks like Billers Mark. I don't think anybody won this map last time. I think this was a map that nobody won last time. So we'll see if anyone can pull it off this week. Billers Mark still hanging on the lead. And here comes Otter's Danger Den taking over, losing the momentum from the rocks. Here comes Deuce Falchion. And Otter's Danger Den back and forth with Deuce Falchion for the lead. Let's see if we can make it to the map, finish this map this time. Oh! Deuce! Deuce just barely over the wall. You hate to see it, Deuce. You hate to see it. Otter's Danger Den still hanging strong for the lead. Those walls are tricky. And we're all caught up on the rocks. Who's going to fall first? Billers Mark has the lead right now. There's a portal here. Is it going to land in the opening? And Billers Mark will get the win. Billers Mark last week was the first to fail on this map, and this week he's the first to finish. What a redemption arc for our friend Billers Mark as he takes race number 7. And oh, Otter's Danger Den apparently fell off the map at the end. I thought he finished with the rest of us. I guess I was the only other one that finished. But congrats to Billers Mark on finishing race number 7. But apparently was a map that we had last week, even though I picked completely random maps this week. So hopefully we don't play that one again. That one's, yeah, that's the Dreaming Crank one. I'll make sure not to pick that one next time. But anyway, on to the final map of the night, the fast hopping ride. This one is for all the marbles, chat. This one's for it all. So type in exclamation point play in the chat to get your marble into the final race of the night. This is the last race of the night. We will not do another one. So get that marble in. You have about 45 seconds left to get that marble into the race. Who's going to be this week's Gauntlet Grand Prix winner? We will find out after this race concludes. It's intense. All right, I'll start the next song when we got about like 10, 15 seconds left. Last call, get your marble in the race, exclamation point play. Get your marble in the race for the last race of the night, race number 8. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. This one does have a higher elimination rate. Will you make it to the end, or will you yeet? That is the question. But good luck, everybody. Here we go. Bouncing off the walls. Looks like everybody... Whoa. So no more went downward. There goes Biller's Mark. There goes every single one of us. Except Biller's Mark and No More. No More somehow made it all the way up top here. And so is Biller's Mark, not too far behind him. I'm not sure what happened. I was looking upward at everyone else's marble. No More was still in the funnel. And I see that everyone just launched themselves off of the map. Here comes No More. On to the next section of the map. Biller's Mark still making his way down the swirly slide. No More has a clear lead over Biller's Mark. Not sure what happened. Biller's Mark's making up some ground, though. Here comes No More to the next obstacle. I'm gonna have to go through the replay. It seemed like everyone was bouncing up on the top layer because there was like some springboards or something, and I think everybody just launched themselves off the top of the map. Because every single one of us did the same thing, except for these two here, No More and Biller's Mark. No More still hanging on the lead. Still one more section of the map to go. No More looks like he's tripped up on some rocks. Will that give time for Biller's Mark to catch up? It looks like it might. And here comes Biller's Mark. No More's not that far away. But it looks like it's going to be too late as No More will take race number 8. And Biller's Mark not too far behind. Coming in seconds is really important here too. That'll get you some points. But congrats on No More for winning race number 8. The rest of us here did not make it through. I think we all kind of yeeted off the side of the map. I don't think you can replay the map, though. I don't think you can replay. But anyway, that was our 8-race Grand Prix gauntlet for the night this week. Congratulations to everybody that made it through. And now it's time to announce who won the whole pack of marbles. Here we go. In third place, we got Big Jano coming in third tonight. In second place, rigged. Oh, come on. No More coming in second. Even with the race 8 win, still not enough for first, which means our first place finisher for tonight is Biller's Mark. Congrats, Biller's Mark, on congrats on winning tonight's Grand Prix. Do you still want to call the rig card? Biller's Mark finishing first tonight with 31 points and 2 wins on the night. No More had 4 wins tonight, but only ended up with 28 points in 7 races. And third, myself, with 16 points and 1 win on the night. Otter's Danger Den in fourth with 13 points. Touches Makerspace with 8 points tonight, coming in 5th. And Deuce Falchion, unfortunately, tonight's marble racing was not your night, coming in 6th with a whopping 0 points. But congratulations, Miller's Mark, on winning this week's gauntlet. There we go. That's a good way to finish it off. That doesn't exclude you, though, from the potential Yeet of the Week candidate. Although I didn't see you on camera fall off too much. But I'm going to go back to the clips after stream's over. And we'll dig through the clips. And by next Thursday, we'll have another... We'll do this on Thursdays on Marble Racing nights. So kind of warm ourselves up. We'll do the Yeet of the Week every Thursday. So stay tuned for next Thursday when we announce next week's Yeet of the Week. And maybe it'll be you. Maybe it will be you guys. Or one of you. All right, let's get back to our main screen here. Let me get on my game real quick. But chat, thank you so much for participating in our always awesome community marble racing nights here on stream. The second half of Thursday nights, or I know it's Tuesday, but I think it's Thursday for some reason. I love community marble racing with everybody here. I appreciate you guys participating. It's always a blast marble racing. I know it's not Thursday night, but because we're not here on Thursday, this is our one stream this week where we can have some fun. So I appreciate you guys having some fun with that. And we'll be picking up marble racing again next Thursday, not next Tuesday, next Thursday, where we'll continue that. And next Tuesday, we'll probably continue working on hopefully fine-tuning the gingerbread house, maybe starting to print some of the smaller parts if we can get that going. That will be going soon. We got the filming in. We're all good to go. It's going to be amazing. Billersburg, I just saw your whispers. I'll address that in a second after stream. I'm not sure what's going on with that, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm gonna probably wrap up the stream here tonight. I think it's a good place to stop. We're actually around 10:30, which is a good place for us anyway. But thank you all. Thank you all. Oh wait, real quick, before I thank you all, let me go back and change my my stream info back to making. One second. Why is this being so slow right now? Okay. Anyway. Anyway. There we go. Sweet. All right. Anyway, I want to thank each and every one of you for hanging out tonight, hanging out for the first half of stream as we continue working on our gingerbread house 2.0. We're getting very, very close to starting to print the thing and hopefully start construction of that next week sometime. I think it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic. Filing a complaint with the oversight committee on the MRL right now. Marble Racing League. That's what I should make my bang rig command. Be like, thank you for filing the complaint with the rig hotline. We'll get to your complaint as soon as we possibly can. You are number X in line, and that'll just be like, it'll be like a counter. I'm gonna do that. I'll add that this weekend. But thank you all for hanging out with me tonight, watching me do some more modeling. I know modeling's not the most interesting thing on stream, but hopefully next week we'll actually start building this thing little by little. And as always, next week we'll do more marble racing and just have some more fun here and shenanigans and whatever else you want to do here. But I appreciate every single one of you for being here tonight. I really do. I know there's a lot of other streamers on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I really do appreciate you guys hanging out here with me. Whether you're lurking on my stream or, you know, have 8 different streams tabbed, it does really mean a lot to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, for anyone that cheered, bits, or subs, thank you as well for that. I always appreciate that. It is not necessary, but it does mean a lot. So with that being said, I will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back a week from now, doing more of the same awesome stuff here. I'm going to go figure out who we're going to go raid tonight. So stick around if you guys can for the raid. Real quick. Let's figure out who's on right now and who we can raid. There's a lot of people on right now. Complaints are handled by Department 13. Yeah, make sure you fill out Form A to take to Form A office, and then they're going to give you a Form B to fill out as well. And you have to have your Form A as collateral there. So make sure you fill out all the paperwork, please, Falcon. All right, let's see who's on right now. Let's see. I see Loyal's on. Makerdeck's on. Sith Lord Brit's on right now. Papa Bear AZ is on right now. We haven't rated him in a while. Let's go raid Papa Bear. We haven't raided him in a while. He's always an awesome person in our community to hang out with on stream. If you guys aren't following Papa Bear AZ when you guys get over there, definitely go give him a follow. Be greatly appreciated. Another awesome maker, 3D printer in our community. Just an awesome person, and is just really down to earth and really kind as well. So let me get the raid going. If you guys can stick around for the raid, if you are subscribed to the channel, let's use these big raid emotes right here. Let's use them. Let's use those big raid emotes. There we go. Let's go raid Papa Bear AZ. Until then, chat, it's been fun. Thank you so much for everyone hanging out tonight. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll catch you guys again next Tuesday, like I said, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, I'm also on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch. Also on Discord. But until then, take care. Have a great Thanksgiving holiday for those in the States. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you guys real soon. And until next time, keep doing it big.